This is going to be a Landmine Zercher single leg RDL to a knee drive. I know that's a lot of word soup, but we're gonna go through it and you're gonna see quickly why it's called that. First, you're gonna start out with a Landmine, which is just a barbell on its side where you have a point down at the end. Now, some gyms are gonna have a Landmine attachment where you can stick the end of the barbell into a tube. There are also barbell bombs like I have here. If you don't have access to either of those, get yourself a plushie towel, fold it up, and put it into a corner, and then set the end of your barbell on top of that. Bend over and pick up your Landmine, place it in the crook of your elbows. This is what makes it called Zercher. Zercher is any movement you do with the barbell where you're placing the load in the crooks of your elbows. Now you might notice you can put it in the elbow closest to the Landmine, but not this elbow here because it just doesn't reach. That's because you need to take a couple steps outward so that your body is now slanted towards the Landmine so that we're making a 90-degree angle with our body and the Landmine going that way. Once in this position, shift all of your weight onto the outside foot and you're going to lift up the other foot. Start hinging where you're going to push your hips backwards and reach back and extend that opposite leg. You're going to feel yourself rotating a little bit towards this front leg, and that's because with the natural arc of the Landmine, we are going to be putting this hip into a little bit more hip internal rotation in order to put a nice stretch on those glutes. When you're at your end range of motion, the end of the barbell should be directly over top the middle of your foot. That makes sure that you're doing a nice balanced single leg RDL. As you come up from this position, I want you to exhale, drive these hips forward, squeeze this glute, pushing the hips forward while you bring this other knee up and towards your chest. When you put it all together, it looks like this. Hinging down, pushing hips back, reaching that back leg backwards, exhaling on the way up, and then repeating for reps.